Good morning, everybody. Lowell Frick here. It is Saturday morning, January the 14th, 2023. Man, I'm ready for this year to be over already. Currently about 44 degrees outside, kind of brisk iced tea kind of morning. Looking for a high of 57 today. But the forecast is calling for rain, rain, rain. And we're starting a little walkthrough here. It's like in the lobby of the Luxor Hotel. I thought I'd just give you a quick look around here before we head out the doors and go down the strip and see what's going on. Hope everybody's having a great start to the weekend so far. The automatic doors, gotta love that. Coming out into the valet area here. Doesn't look like there's much happening so far. It's a 3-day weekend here in Las Vegas. Martin Luther King birthday, which is Monday, and then celebrate the holiday on Monday anyway. And fairly busy here in Las Vegas. When Luxor and Excalibur hotel room rates are $300 and above, it's a pretty busy weekend here in Vegas. So just going to kind of walk around here. We'll take a look at what's going on as we head towards the strip here. Yeah, the cheapest room on the strip for tonight anyway is at Circus Circus. It's $134 at Circus Circus. Everything else is Sahara was next at $206, and the Strat was $239. So, kind of give you an idea of the how busy it is here in Vegas. You can always tell the busyness by the room rates. The higher they are, the busier the town is. But yeah, it's should be a nice weekend, except for the rain today. Now the forecast for the next 3 days, yesterday I said it's supposed to rain all 3 days, and I've kind of revised that a little bit. Where it's supposed to rain starting around noontime or say an early afternoon here today, and it rained all throughout the rest of the day, the afternoon into the evening hours, and then tomorrow they've kind of revised it and said it's supposed to be a pretty nice day tomorrow. Partly cloudy for most of the day, and the highs about like today, it's like they're looking about 56, 57 degrees. So, it should be a nice day tomorrow, what they're saying right now anyway. But then on Monday, the rain comes back, and it's supposed to rain most of the day on Monday. It'd be a little breezy, a little windy. So we'll see how that kind of plays out here. And usually it's like on this kind of a weekend, it's like with a 3-day weekend, minor holiday, as far as, not everybody's off on this kind of a weekend. Usually it's a Friday night, Saturday night's pretty busy, and then everybody leaves on Sunday. And then Monday, they get that day of rest or whatever, before having to get to work back on Tuesday for everybody that's off. And for the other people, it's like, they have to go to work on Monday. Everybody heads back tomorrow anyway. So that's probably how this year's going to play out also. A couple of helicopters flying over here. This tours are starting early this morning. You can see from the sky, it's like it's pretty overcast today. So looks like the rain can start any time. You can feel, like it says 44 degrees, but you can kind of feel the dampness in the air. I guess the rain's probably kind of all around us here in this Vegas Valley. Usually that's kind of how it works. It moves in from the west, and then it kind of circles the mountains a little bit, and down into the bowl, and it kind of hits later. As long as the wind doesn't kick up. A lot of times if the wind kicks up here in Las Vegas, it's like starts blowing pretty strong, and that rain will just bypass the valley completely. But I know today they're calling for chains up in the mountain areas, since like going up towards Mount Charleston and stuff. So it's supposed to be, they're expecting a pretty heavy snow up in that area and into the canyon areas and stuff. So then after the next week, it's like after the rains on Monday, and then after that stops, it gets a little bit colder here in Vegas, where the high's only going to be about 50 degrees. In fact, Monday, they're showing a high of around 50 degrees. It's like during the rain. And then at nighttime, down around the freezing range, on our freezing range on a lot of the days. So, uh, pretty, pretty just standard January weather here in Las Vegas. Yeah, I wanted to let you know something that happened to one of the local YouTubers here. His channel is CJ So Cool. Now, his name is Cordero James, and CJ has a channel basically based here in Las Vegas. He has about 8 million subscribers, or he did the last time I looked. It might be a little bit more or a little bit less than that, but around 8 million subscribers. And he, somebody broke into his home. Now, his channel, yeah, he lives a pretty exorbitant lifestyle. And, he shows a lot of that on his channel. He's raising kids. And so it's kind of like almost like a modern day Brady Bunch kind of thing. But, he's raising his kids and kind of a over the top lifestyle a little bit, and, but two men broke into his home and actually shot him. I guess they broke into his home. He fought back, and he got shot 3 or 4 times, actually in the leg area. And then the men fled his home. He's in the hospital. He's doing okay, and he's recovering in the hospital. This just happened a day or so ago. Now, where I know CJ from was, if you saw my video that I did from the Torrey, Nevada of Henderson and Horizon Point, I pointed out that Postnet store that I worked at for 18 years before retiring and starting to do this full time. He had a mailbox there at that Postnet, and he was kind of very helpful. And, it's like, because I talked to him a little bit, the few times, it's like he'd come in and get his mail. And I talked to him about starting my own YouTube channel during that time. And he was very encouraging and told me to do it. It's like, it's like nothing like the freedom of having it, and, so on and so forth. He was very encouraging to me. So I can't say he's a friend, but he's more of an acquaintance. And but he was always nice to me and good to me, and very helpful. I've always been grateful for that. And so I just wanted to wish him a speedy recovery, through his thing. He seems to be doing okay. And like I said, just get well quick, buddy. So anyway, we'll just continue to walk on here. But it's kind of scary that people break into your house, huh? But we'll continue our walk through here, and no wind yet anyway, or no wind today so far. So we'll see how that kind of plays out too. So. All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Didn't have much to talk about today, but, talk a little bit about the occupancy and wish Cordero a speedy recovery. I'm Lone Wolf Frick. Thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you hit that thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate that. That helps our videos out and keeps them visible in the YouTube universe, and helps us out a little bit. Make a couple of pennies extra. And we'll just continue to walk here, and I'll be on the strip most of the day. NFL playoffs starting a little bit. Everybody take care, okay? And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.